What's up, everybody? Excel Dude coming at you again with part 2 for Intro to Excel for Beginners. And today we're going to take it up a couple notches. Not going to do anything crazy, but you're going to be shocked at how some people did the things you thought were crazy, and it turns out they're really just a couple clicks of the mouse. So we have our exact start or leave off point from last time. We have the basic financial model we created where it's going to show us things that change based on this. So you'll see 32, 31, and the numbers update, all that good stuff. So what we'll do, maybe we want to make it pop a little bit. We want to see borders in here. We can just highlight all of this, and on the Home tab, the one we've been working with, we go right in the font area, and this looks like borders. Click on the drop down here, and if we want to do bottom borders, we can do that. So we can go outside, there we go, or my personal favorite is you go here, drop down, and all borders. There it is. It pops a little bit more. You know where your data is. Great. And also, maybe you don't like these lines here. You can remove those, so we'll do that quickly. You just click the View tab and Gridlines. So if you just go View, straight down with the mouse, problem solved. You're back here, you're working. Oh, I liked those grid lines. View, straight down, we're back. Let's say we want to look at this in terms of a graphical representation, something like that. All we're going to do there is we pick what we want. We want to show it by the inventory, and we want to look at profit margin. So we'll hold the Control button. We have to do that to get two different columns here, two ranges that are not next to each other. Then you can let it go, and instead of being on the Home tab like we normally are, we go one over, Insert. And the easiest way, what I usually do also, recommended charts. You can try all these other ones, pie charts, you've got scatter plots, things like that, line charts, columns, all that. Just click recommended. It's going to give you some ideas with what typically work for data based on what other users have used. So we'll go with the column chart, and there it is. We have all this here. Let's say we want to view the 5%, 10%, 11, 15, 25. We want to view it right here next to us, so we don't have to look and, okay, what's this? 15%. This is 25. Just click the data. You'll see blue dots around all of it. You click it once, you'll get all of them. Click it again, you'll get the individual. So you can always click out, click back in, and get everything again. And then we just right-click, add data labels. Voila, we're in business. We've got those. Let's say we want to maybe show a second column. We want to look at the dollars and the profit margin. Or maybe we want to see the dollars, yeah, let's do that. Profit margin, profit dollars. So we're starting over, we've got this. All we do, highlight this, and then we're going to hold that Control button, the two that we want, and all the data. Home tab, one to the right, Insert, recommended charts, and there it is. We'll do the same thing, clustered column. So we have two sets of data here. Alright. And we want to see our labels, so we click on the blue first, right-click, add data labels, then we'll click on the orange. And normally you can go for this one, but I just picked the easy target to hit. Right-click it. Well, first you click on the left-click, right-click, same way, add data labels. There we go. We can change the size. And we can also do a couple different things with the design. Instead of changing the formats, getting out of this boring chart here, we can dump this if we want. You click that, hit delete, click that, hit delete. If you want to undo it, Control Z. And we want to make it look pretty, but we don't want to spend 10 hours formatting. Just go right here. When you click on the chart, it'll default you to this Chart Design tab. That'll pop up. As you'll see, it's here now. Now it's not. Back in the chart, it shows up again. Drop down here, and we have a bunch of ready-made templates. They're pretty cool. They change a bunch of formatting. It really saves you a lot of time, and if you have one that you regularly send out, you can save it in here. Bang, there it is. Let's do this one. Looks like we're in Tron. So we'll go there, and maybe we want to sort this data. So we want to see the largest profit margin in the front, and we want to sort by profit margin. So let's look at what products give us the best margin and have them go in descending order. All we do, select this, and on that Home tab, you're going to go to Sort and Filter. So Home tab, all the way to the right, Sort and Filter, Filter. And then we'll go to profit margin, because that's the one we want to sort by. Click this sort button, and then we'll go largest to smallest. There it is, 25, 15, 11, 10, and 5. Maybe we want to sort instead by, let's say we want to change it to where the profit dollars is first, profit margin is second. You click in here again, you'll have your chart design, and then you're going to go to select data, and you'll see that these buttons are here. So all you do, profit dollars, you can either move that up or you could move profit margin down. It's all relative to what position you're on right here. Whatever you click on, you'll go up or down based on that. So if there was a third option, the middle one will let you go up or down, this one can go down, this one you can go up. But you see that we've changed it. All we had to do is click a few buttons, and if we don't even want these filters, you go here, Home tab again, sort and filter, hit the filter again, they disappear. Your data is still intact, all of your formulas work, and the cool thing is if you go here, you'll see that everything there will follow through. And with this, if you change anything in that chart, you're going to want to select that data. Really all you have to do is refresh that. We'll go through that in another in-depth in charts view. If you have a pivot chart, that solves that problem, but that's probably a little bit beyond the purposes of what we're looking at right now. So right now we're going to look at, we've done the charts, we've done the borders, let's look at a VLOOKUP. Let's say your boss says, I need you to have something I can select a menu, or select what product we have, and I need to be able to see the profit margin, profit dollars. I just want it on a line summary right here. Not a problem. All we'll do is first we'll make a drop-down menu. That's another cool little trick here. So we can highlight this, and then we'll go to Data, then we go to Data Validation again. And right here, this looks like there's a bunch of options. Don't worry about any of that right now. Just where it says Validation Criteria, the only thing you can select, drop-down, List. The source, select what you want, hit OK. So what we've got, go here, Data Validation, List, Source, there it is. So now we have a drop-down menu. You can click here, it'll be on Inventory, and if it says I want to see chicken, and then I want all these categories, sure. So we'll just copy this, and that's Control-C. Then we did Control-V for paste. So Control-C, the dancing ants go around it. Control-V, bang, we're in business. And now we're going to do VLOOKUP. This is another easy function. It seems complicated, but it's probably one of the most useful things you'll ever get to. Equals VL, and there it is. So it looks for a value in the leftmost column of a table. It looks for this value. It'll look here in this table, and it'll return a value based on how far you want it to go. So we'll have it go we'll have it go over what? 2 columns, 3 columns, 4, 5, and 6. So we just do this, equals VLOOKUP, click that. Lookup value, click right there, and we'll hit F4, just so that way it always looks up that chicken value. It doesn't move, because as you move this formula to the right, this lookup would move to the right if you didn't hit F4. Then you're just going to go right here, comma, select the table. We want to look up these ranges, and we hit F4 again. Column index number, 1, the first one, and 2, 2, comma, and we want to go with false, exact match. We want to nail that thing. Close the parentheses and hit enter. And now we're going to do this. Instead of typing all that out, we're not interested in that. Control-C, copy it, highlight where you want it, Control-V, and now they're all the same, but we have to make one small change. Right here, because remember we went over 2 columns to find quantity, 1, 2. Now we're going to go over 3, then we'll go in this one. In here we'll go over 4, this will go over 5, and this will go over 6. So we just go here, we look for the 2, delete it, change it to a 3, hit enter. Then we look for the 2 and the next one, delete it to for the 4, enter. And then we go to add a 5, and you can just click here. Right in the formula bar, it shows you what it is. Click it there. Column index number. It'll reference it. Delete it. Press 6. Enter. And there we go. Now if we want to add the formatting, here's a quick little trick. We're on our Home tab. We select how we want the row to look. This one, Format Painter. You click it right here. Just highlight that. And there it is. So anytime you can go here, drop down, bananas. It adjusts. Apples. There it is. Grapes. And strawberries. So now you can do that. You can also do it on other tabs as well. It's pretty cool. So we will also do conditional formatting. Right now, this is one of the more interesting little highlight features. Maybe you want to see what the top item is in every list or certain criteria. We'll just do this. You highlight what you want to see. Then on the Home tab, we're going to go Conditional Formatting. And we can, let's say we'll do color scales. So we can make things different colors based on where they are relative to the area. So if you want maybe the top items to show up green, the bottom items to show up red, maybe you want to know which ones to push, go there. If you like it, you can click it. Then you can make it reverse order as well. And there's a bunch of different color options and all that. Maybe neutral's in the middle, red is bad, green is good, that kind of thing. You can go different colors. You can get as creative as you want to with this thing. But we can do that. Also, if you want to do total profit, maybe, we'll go here and Conditional Formatting in the Home tab. Conditional Formatting. We can also do, let's do this. Greater than, and you just pick an amount. Let's say 75 cents, 0.75, and we want to make them green. There it is. And if you change this, and then when we go here, we cross that 75 line, it goes green. This one, if it goes to 5 for grapes, it adjusts down. So conditional formatting is awesome. It's a great way to highlight something that you want to pop, or if a certain condition is met, you hit it there. It's really a cool little tool. The next one we're going to do, and this will be the last two things we cover, we're going to do pivot tables and slicers. Just a very brief overview, and also just quick ways to kind of create an intro to dashboards. The next video is going to focus on making like a dashboard, a tracking thing, a reporting tool. But right now, we're just going to do this. So we go Insert, Insert tab, and we'll do Pivot Table. So Home, just like how filters were all the way on the right in the Home tab, Pivot Table, you go Insert, all the way on the left, the leftmost item. Click it, and you're going to, all you have to do here, this looks complicated, don't worry about it. Delete whatever's in there, select what you want. I want this. Then you're going to hit OK. Don't worry about anything else. If you want the pivot table in the worksheet, you would click this and click where you want it. But we're going to make it into a new worksheet, and that's the default. So just select what you want again, right here. Well, let's just run through that one time. Pivot table, delete that, pick what we want, hit OK. Now this looks weird. I remember when I first started in these, it was just odd. I didn't like it. But it's amazing. It's probably the most used thing I use now. Take your inventory. You have to know what your data is a little bit to use these effectively. So inventory, yep, we want to see the fruit. And let's look at profit margin. We only want to see those two criteria. There you go. You can format it, the Home tab, %. We have that. So with this, we can also do, let's see, let's go here, quantity. Let's say we have, actually, you know what? We'll get to that one later. So what we're going to do now is add a slicer. So all you do, Insert, Slicer, and the slicer will be based on the pivot table. As long as you're clicked in there, it's going to give you options. Maybe you want to be able to remove things here. You can do Inventory, and let's say we also want to look at profit margin. Hit OK. These pop up. You just drag them where you want. If we don't want to see chicken, or if we just want to see, let's say, strawberries, click that. There's strawberries. Profit margin, strawberries, chicken, grapes. You don't have to play around with these filters. That'd be the other way to do it. You can always click this label, uncheck, check, OK. This one, uncheck, check, OK. Or you can just make a button and have it do the work for you. You can do that, and if you want multiple criteria, like let's say we wanted to see everything but chicken, click this, and I want to get rid of grapes, chicken, and apples. There we go. You can also undo it by clicking the button again. It's fairly intuitive, pretty straightforward, and they're great for showing what you want to show and just what you want to show. That's it for round 2. We'll see you next time. We're going to go over a dashboard and how to create something like that. We'll use this same this same basic layout, and I'll add a few items just so we can do something like that. But yeah, other than that, thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button and leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Have a good one.